Today I'm going to recreate 3 different pictures from Pinterest in Minecraft. If you haven't seen the first video and don't know what the series is about, I find random pictures on Pinterest and try to recreate them in Minecraft. It could be anything from a tiny little duck to an entire cyberpunk city. Okay, maybe that's a little bit ambitious, but who knows, maybe one day. So buckle up, grab some popcorn, sit back, relax and enjoy another video of Pinterest to Minecraft. Alright, to start with, I was really trying to find something that wasn't AI generated. In my experience, so much of Pinterest is AI now, but maybe that's just my algorithm. Anyway, after scrolling for a while, I finally found this masterpiece. It was posted by ArtStation, and the artwork is called Explore, for what I can tell. ArtStation is a platform where artists can showcase their work and get hired from different projects. Kinda like Fiverr, I guess. The picture itself has a really interesting concept, an entire town built on stilts. Honestly, I have no idea how something like this would actually work, but it looks awesome. Alright, enough talking, let's get to building. Alright, I think this could be a pretty good location. It's pretty flat and there's nothing really in the background. So yeah, I think this is the place here, yeah. There we go, perfect. Now we got the shape in all different kind of colors. Looks really good actually. I think this is a good way to show the whole build. And the colors I want to use this and this. I think they will look good. Got the style down. I really love the mix with granite and terracotta. Really looks great. So yeah. This build is amazing, actually. I really like it. I love all the detail in it. It's the coloring and everything. I really like this. Alright, here we are. I think this one turned out really well. I'm especially happy with the smoke and the color grading. It gives me this feeling that it's set in the future where everything is falling apart, the world is run down, and the only way to survive is to people build communities like this and work together. Or maybe it's something completely different. It could be a trading outpost where a small group of people build this place, and travelers stop by to buy supplies and trade goods. Honestly, I don't know, and that's what I love about it. It leaves so much up to your imagination. Let me know what story you think happened here in the comments. I'd love to read your ideas. Alright, next up is a big one, and probably the one you saw in the thumbnail. This Asian-inspired gate is on another level. I'm not actually sure what culture it's based on. It could be Japanese, it could be Chinese, or maybe it's a mix of both. If you know, let me know down in the comments. I knew I wanted to include at least one big build in this video, and this one felt perfect. The funny thing is that it's almost the same color all the way through, which is actually pretty lucky for me. It means I don't have to spend ages deciding what blocks I have to use. I just have to figure out the shape. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, if we remove a chunk out of this mountain and just make a straight road here, I think this would be like an amazing place for the build. I have put the build over here because I don't want to do it right in between here because it's gonna get too messy. So I have it over there, and then when it's done I'm just gonna copy paste the whole thing over here again. So yeah, pretty nice. Now the bottom here and 1 foot is done. So what I'm thinking, I'm just gonna copy paste all this and then take the whole thing, put it over here, and then also over here. gonna do the same thing as I did over at the feet, and then I'm gonna like copy paste them to each corner, and yeah, I think that will do. Pretty nice. And look at this detail too. It looks awesome. Yeah. And there we go, we're done. Holy moly, man, this is crazy. Boom! Holy moly, this build was actually bigger than I expected. I think I nailed the shape and proportions pretty well. The color isn't exactly the same bright screaming red as the original picture, but honestly I think that's completely fine. I prefer it's a little bit more darker, because it makes the builds feel a lot more realistic, and it matches with the mangrove blocks really well. One thing I did notice is that some of the details can disappear a little, since so much of the build is used the same block and same color. But if you add enough depth and let the lighting and shadow do some of the work, it actually creates a really cool effect. Alright, this is the last build. It might be small, but definitely isn't simple. The original model was created by the artist from Japan named Saiso, and it's called Floating House Sumiyoshi Unjo to Shom 33 Seito residence. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, so I'm sorry. So it's honestly crazy how much detail they actually managed to fit into such a small model. This one really got my imagination going. I started thinking about the kind of world this house could exist in. Maybe there are 100 or 1,000 floating houses flying around the world, and everyone owns one. The richer you are, the bigger your floating house is. I also had this idea where you don't own any land anymore. Instead, you buy a parking spot at a massive floating hub, and that's your address. It's kind of like boats when you're docking, except it's flying houses instead. Low-key, that could actually be a really cool video. I feel like the whole vibe could be crazy. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, open a big flat wall just with water instead of grass. I really wanted to do void, but when I build over void, for some reason it really lags, so I'm just gonna do water instead. Shape looks pretty good, nothing wild with it, like it's just, yeah, pretty basic. And here we got the build. I really like this, like all the details are amazing. This really looks cool. I really like it. And especially like down here, it's really nice. And the backside of course too. And a little bike. Yeah, I think it's a bike. But yeah, it looks amazing. I really like it. Alright, that's it. It was really hard to capture all the details in this build, and yeah, sorry for the big cut at the end. If you watched my last video, you'll know I have been having some problem or some issues with my recording setup, so thankfully it wasn't my recording software this time, but it was more the replay mod decided to corrupt the file for no reason, so I lost the ending, and I'm sorry about that. But it's better than the last time, where it was like 5 times. One thing I really liked about this build was the amount of chains I used. There aren't many small dark blocks in Minecraft that works well with window frames or thin structural details, so the chains ended up fitting perfectly. Overall, I'm really happy with how the build turned out. I feel like I managed to capture most of the details from the original picture, and honestly, I would love to keep expanding on this idea someday. Maybe one day I can even do like a giant build like the floating hub I was talking about. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing my recreation of these Pinterest builds in Minecraft. If you'd like to explore them for yourself, I have a Patreon linked in the description where you can download every Minecraft build I made on the channel. Supporting me there really helps me making high quality videos and even better builds. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.